Walnut tree. Are we recording? Oh, okay. The way you move, the way you move, the way you move, the way you move, it's the way you move. I just don't know where to put my shoes. You hung up the closet, no space on the floor. Who would have knew that you were dirty hoe? Dirty hoe. Dirty hoe. How did you think I wouldn't wanna sleep on the bed? So you pissed on it. Claim to have a condition, which there's a restriction. What is your conviction? Cause my dick is hard and it's a situation. So all I wanna know is, will you give the blow? Will you give the blow? I want blow, not the snow. Bitch, put your lips on my jaw, on my hoe. Put it on me. This is Channel T, and I'm sitting with some pussy. Some pussy. Some pussy. Some pussy. Shout out Ali and his keyboard skills, taking it up to the next level. Every day, every dollar, every penny, every mode. You know, there's many roads. 8 to the 100% of that. All of that. So if you don't think he's a real deal, you take your ass back to fucking Sarville, because that shit don't fly over here. Did you not just hear the keys? He's got the keys to my heart. The heart of the nation. Nationwide is on your side.
Good job.
All right. Yay. Are we still rolling? Hey. Welcome to Channel T, episode 26.
It's the whole day.
Hey. Today, we had a long vacation, and we did spend a lot of time with some lotion and tissues. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're here, and today's episode's gonna be fun because I have a friend of mine who can actually participate in intellectual conversation. One of my many friends who can participate in intellectual conversations, even though you're still a bitch. So, yeah, you already know the deal. Let me introduce you to the one and only Mr. Wolfstone Salute, aka B-Rise, aka Bodega Gardens, aka
Never been to the
Whole
bodega.
Foods member.
They have a membership program?
I don't know, but Brandon, salute. Wolfstone, salute.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Tarek?
Dude, why don't you? This is your second time on here, but this is
Yeah.
your first time alone.
Yeah. It's my first time alone.
Yeah.
It's our first time alone.
Yeah. Yeah. So, why don't you go ahead? And for
Yeah.
the people who don't know you, or for the people who don't watch Channel T,
Yeah. They're about to
No.
watch.
that are gonna watch
Yeah.
Channel T,
Yeah, it's
let
happening.
them know who you are, bro. Let them know what you do. Let them know
Yes.
what your cup size is.
So, so I'm Brandon. I also go by Wolfstone. And I am a producer, engineer, and I help run an event called Chamber of Cyphers at Riverside. I'm also one of the members of International Waters. And shout out to them. We put on shows, we make music, and catch us coming out with music on the streaming services and, stuff that you can consume regularly. But yeah, in general, I just be making beats, performing beats.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, what's going on in the life of Brandon? You just moved to LA.
Yeah.
You're officially a corporate slave, I hope. Did you
Nah.
fully accustom yourself to the LA living?
I mean, yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm a corporate slave, at least yet. But yeah, LA is cool, man. I moved to Palms, right off the 10.
Palms.
Right off National Boulevard. Catch me taking the Expo line. But yeah, LA's been cool. I moved in with Michaela, my girlfriend, and it's been fun. We've been hanging out a lot, and it's cool.
That's awesome, man. How's traffic with the train?
Traffic, I mean, the train is cool. Traffic in general isn't that bad. Like, LA's kind of like, at least within LA, like everything's 30 minutes. So it's like,
So you're not even spending like 30 minutes to go. Well,
it just depends.
yeah.
Cause
No, dude, that's the one thing I just don't like about LA. Just transport.
yeah.
I've never really utilized the public
Oh, okay.
transportation there, but however, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Side note though, I love the MTA like trains.
Metro Transport Association.
Not the buses. The buses are whatever, but the trains, I super fuck with them.
the
for
like the
sure.
Pacific Rim
No,
one.
no, not like the Amtrak, not like the Metrolink, but like within LA, there's like the Gold Line. There's like different lines, and they're like light rail trains and subways. So there's the subway, which is the red line, the purple line. It'll take you from Union Station to either North Hollywood or like Wilshire Western, which is like Koreatown. And then there's like the Expo line, which is above the ground, and that'll take you from Union Station all the way to Santa Monica, like to the pier. And then there's the Green line, which will take you from I want to say Norwalk. I don't know the eastern or the western, but I know the blue line goes straight down to Long Beach.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've ridden the blue line in
Yeah.
Long Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty tight. I fuck with
No,
it.
dude, train transportation is vital for
Yeah, it's fun.
inner city transportation or
Yeah,
traveling.
It's cool. I also am biased because I get it free because my dad worked for MTA.
How close do you live to your work, or do you live to like an area in which you plan on working?
So I'm looking at a job right now, and it's like maybe a mile or two away. So
Dude.
I could like walk there and be like 20 minutes.
That's the good thing about living in the city is just
Things are there.
things are there.
Yeah.
Things
Near
are there, bro. Dude, my back is so messed up from my accident, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit up for a little bit. Hopefully it's not messed up in the frame.
Lumbar support, boys.
Yeah, bro. I just gotta stretch it out.
Yeah, bro.
But dude. So obviously I brought you on because one, we know each other really well,
Yeah.
and two, we have good conversations.
Yeah.
And I thought of some things, and I know you've probably thought of some things,
Cool.
like earlier before the podcast. In specific, like it's not like we planned this out,
Mhm.
But dude, let's talk about some stuff, bro. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
What's like something that do you even check like headlines and shit? Like what's your news source, bro? Why don't we start with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Like where do you get your daily dose or like your weekly dose?
so I have to admit, especially like, Michaela gets mad at me for this, but I be online, like all caps. I be online way more than I want to be, but I just be online. So yeah, so I mean it's just Twitter, and that's like my main thing that I scroll.
Twitter.
And through that, like there's things that happen, people talk about them
Through
and-
attrition.
and And I like hear about things and I read links to things and people talk about stuff and I'm like, oh, I want to read about that, and like I read about it. You know what I mean?
And then I read about it. Hell yeah, that's
So-
a good source. Twitter is definitely one of my big sources.
So yeah,
Do you have an iPhone?
yeah,
You ever check like the side swipe news headlines?
nah.
Dude, I'm gonna read some right now. Just look how ridiculous this shit is, bro. This is the world we live in. And you let me know, because I mean, obviously your opinion is very just as unique as mine. So like it'd be interesting to this. Like I'm just gonna read the couple, like I literally look at it, bro, and I get disturbed type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So here we are. Okay. This photo, this might trigger some people. That's kind of fucked. I mean, it is me, so I'm gonna read it.
He's about to trigger.
This photo shoot of a woman's husband shaving her head after being diagnosed with cancer is heartbreakingly beautiful. I'm not against that, but it's more so like, that's what YouTube's for? Like, you know, like explore page type video? Like, I'm not trying to see that shit. I'm trying to see the hardcore, like, Afghan child got fucking sniped with the fucking tomahawk missile and shit.
I feel like when you
You know?
first started doing that, I feel like you're gonna be like, man, everything's fucked up. Why don't we see like a little bit more heartwarming shit? And then you're like, oh, look at this heartwarming shit. I don't want to see this shit.
No, hell no.
So I didn't know. But yeah, I mean,
And like it tells you like when you start your iPhone like what you think
Right,
is
right,
news,
right.
and it doesn't even like, bro, like this shit's fucking. It's like sometimes it's like Kourtney Kardashian's butt deflated 3.75 inches. It's like, dude, what? Like, this is what people click. Like, oh.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's good that like that was the thing, because like that's I personally wouldn't click on that, but that's the thing that's like, you know, damn, like people out here doing shit, man, and shit is fucked up for people, but like, you know, people maintain hope and optimism, and it's tight.
Yeah, it's tight, bro.
I'm glad, and like I hope that
It's
I
hard
can
to
have
obtain.
that.
It's hard to maintain optimism, bro, because I've been optimistic. I'm still optimistic. I'm not like pessimistic, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I maintain my energy to vibrate positively. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if I'm a realist, is what I'm saying, bro.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a fucking realist.
Okay.
And we have to address the fact that a cool amount of the population are some fucking like sheep, like some honest to God people who need help or people who can't be saved type shit. You just annihilate them.
What do you mean by sheep? And why did you just
Hold on,
advocate for genocide?
hold on.
First of all, yeah. So
Annihilated.
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, the views of Channel T do not necessarily reflect.
No, the
me
views of Tarek do
my
not reflect
brand.
the views of Channel T.
Yeah, okay, that I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
Period.
But yeah, I mean.
But no. So like,
what
what
do
I'm
you
trying
mean-
to say though,
What do you mean by
aside from annihilating them, and I was joking, but like that we have to address the fact that there's, like, it's like biology, right? There's survival of the fittest, like highest fitness does well
No.
in society.
This is
Bro,
not social Darwinism.
This is
sucks.
This is. I'm not saying everyone are like, you know, I'm not saying like fucking 9 out of 10 people.
No, but social Darwinism as
Like
a
the people who are
concept
turning on
is
their
bad.
TV and fucking ordering shit from one of those like fucking like late night commercials, like for a fucking butter knife or some
Sometimes
shit.
you want to get a ShamWow. ShamWows are
Bro.
lit. Have you ever used a ShamWow?
Dude, no, yeah, ShamWows are pretty ham. Not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's just we consume too much shit, and whenever I look at those headlines, bro, I just think of who they're marketing it towards, and I'm like, that's who I need to take advantage of.
Yeah, but like I feel like
So it inspires me. In either way, I use it positively. It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
about, you can't control 90% of things in life. You can't control, and that 10% is all about how you let that 90% affect you.
yeah.
So if I'm gonna let those affect me negatively, Brandon, I'd have a problem with everything it says. But I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I want to see some, like, you know, fucking Islamic jihadist blamed for stabbing 14-year-old vegetable
yeah.
or paraplegic.
I mean, you know, that's just how you know. I guess is that entertainment at that point, or is it just like what you want to
It's
consume?
not entertainment, bro. It's news.
That's just like the.
I don't know the crimes
is-
that we're committing as a country. We need to hold this country accountable
Yeah, that's true. But like you know.
instead of seeing what the fuck Kardashians are doing or some shit.
Yeah.
Where our tax money's going? Why the fuck isn't it going towards clean water for everybody, schools, free university to like every other fucking country that's poorer than us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Eliminate student debt type shit. Pay it towards student debt.
Channel S, bro. Channel socialism. Right
Channel.
here, bro.
No, I'm not saying spread it. I'm saying like allocate it.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, okay. I mean, are you just like advocating for welfare programs, but not saying that everybody?
Not welfare. It's like literally tax money. Where our tax money goes.
But like you're advocating for.
No, like instead
welfare
of like
programs
okay, for
through
instance, like
tax.
instead of defense, like let's fucking build a clean water access for every city in the United States of America.
Yeah, I know.
That's not like
That's
social shit. It's like
Okay. Yeah,
infrastructure.
Yeah. But like in general, like it's the same thing for like welfare.
Infrastructure and
programs.
education is where I would want our tax money to go to.
Okay. Yeah, but like you know what I mean. But like using taxpayer like, yeah, those are like
Just from the
those are
defense budget, just pour it on over to the other two.
I was looking at for some reason I was looking at like the U.S. Marines and like the U.S. Marines budget increased. This is like Wikipedia, so I don't even know, but it increased by like 11 like no, it's like 1.2 billion dollars.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Dude, you should
from
see how much money
2018 to 19 or
they-
17 to 18.
you should see how much money these like military branches pour into like private companies or like contractors,
Yeah, dude.
defense contractors.
Well, I
and shit.
mean, yeah, because it's like you have a lot of money, so they just kind of like funnel it or like throw it in. Like that's how like things get made, because it's like, oh well, we have this money. Because that's why like innovation happens, because the government is like, all right, we're gonna like subsidize you guys to make this thing, and like you have all this money to do it, so therefore you can make it. And it's like that's why like when people say like, oh, free market, you know, spreads like, you know, innovation, it's like, no, there's the government giving like this group of people like a lot of money to do this thing, and then they do it, you know what I mean? And like no one else is getting that, or like, you know, whether it be through copyright or whatever.
Yeah, all the patents go towards it's like the person who made it, he gets royalties, but technically the government takes ownership of that patent and shit. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, fucking all this shit, bro. All this fucking bullshit in the news and media today, you know, it's a distraction. I don't really like look at that shit every fucking day of my life, you know, but it's like, you know, I mean, you did like you said entertainment earlier. It is kind of like, it gets to a point where it's like entertainment for me. Like, not like I'm laughing at the fucking severity of what happened type shit. It's just more so like, oh, let me see what the fuck they're distracting people with today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Yeah. What do you think they're distracting them from?
Dude, just from being productive. If you're walking down the street in LA, bro, tell me you don't see everybody just looking down on their phone.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
there's no more human, like we're turning into tech. We're merging with technology at like a fast rate. Like, you know what I mean?
But also though, I don't think that that's like a new thing. I don't think it's like oh, it's getting worse, because before we had phones, people had like newspapers, and like people would always be looking down, like reading newspapers, and like a lot of older people would say like, hey, like you guys are looking at phones all the time, you guys are stuck with your phones. But it's like, if you look at you know, like pictures of like the subway in like the 70s, it's just like people hella like reading newspapers, because it's the same thing. It's like the same idea.
That's a good point.
So it's like, I don't think it's getting worse. I think it's just like, you know, like people have a need to like.
But like
consume
people aren't
things.
reading the newspaper in their car while driving at like fucking 70 miles per hour and
that's,
shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's texting. Texting is like a different thing than like.
I mean, I'm just talking about like usage, bro.
Going on your phone.
Scrolling, people aren't just texting; they're scrolling
Yeah.
through Instagram and shit too, bro.
No, yeah, no,
Or taking selfies and shit.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, dude.
It's just like the because you can even see the interviews with like the executives of all those social media companies.
Uh-huh.
They're literally developed, and like even the colors used, like light blue and white. That's literally Facebook, Twitter, Instagram was like white and blue. I think it still is kind of a little white and blue, like the text.
Yeah.
That like keeps you locked in, and then like, bro, that's just programmed to have your synapses going like off like every second as you're scrolling, like just providing your information or providing your brain quick what's the word? Satisfaction. Yeah, like a quick fix.
Yeah.
You know, just a bunch of quick fixes, rather than developing, you know, personal long-term like benefits to yourself, like, you know, a good workout regimen. Or I'm not saying, bro, like it's a tool. There's ways to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot of stuff from Twitter. Like, you know, it's like definitely like helped me go from seeing a lot of things and just taking them for granted, not even taking them for granted, but taking them as fact and saying like, oh, like I wonder like where this is coming from. Like I wonder, like for instance, like Dr. Seppi. Like I used to I mean I'm vegan and stuff. Like I've been vegan or whatever.
Vegan.
But like, for a while, like when I was vegan, like I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, like Dr. Sebi's like a person that like, you know, I can like talk to people about, and they'd be like, they'd relate to him or whatever. But I learned through Twitter that like someone was like, yo, actually, like this man, what's it called? It was like kind of a fraud. So it's like, I like learned, you know, that he was actually like kind of, you know, like just basically using things that, you know, indigenous people have been using, which is just like eating plants all the time and saying like, oh, you know, like here's this thing that like cures a bunch of stuff, and like trying to like co-opt it. And it's like, you know, people have been like, yo, like we've just been doing this stuff, and like tried to do that and like be specific, and like specifically with like CMOS. I also saw on Twitter
CMOS shots, bro.
I also saw on Twitter CMOS is pretty gross, but his like son was trying to do that. Like his son is like on like talks, and he's just like, yo, bro, like protein is man-made. And as soon as he said that, I was like, bro, like nah, he's just like you know, Dr. Sebi. But other things he was saying was that, you know, there are plants that have like,
wait, Dr. Sebi said protein is man-made?
His son said that. But like he was also saying things that are like more or less true, that like, you know, he was talking about CMOS, but there's plants that have like a bunch of nutrients that meat doesn't have, which is true, you know. It's like whatever, but it's not like this like wild like thing. It's not this wild woke thing that people like don't know about. It's like you can read hella like medical write-ups, and people are like, hey, the more meat you eat, the more susceptible you are to like diabetes.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like this like, oh man, they're trying to keep us like, I mean, yeah, like obviously like, you know, there's factors at hand, like people producing meat are gonna try to do that and try to not let you like know about that, but it's not like this huge thing.
Honestly, what made you go? You're not vegan, you're vegetarian. Or are you vegan?
I'm like mostly vegan.
Okay.
I'm definitely technically vegetarian because I do not eat meat, but like for most of me,
You choose vegan.
Like yeah, like I try my best to not eat like dairy products and eggs. But like I don't always not eat them, so it's like I'm not like vegan.
So like, what is it? Just because you saw like one of those documentaries? They were pretty sick documentaries, but like.
No, I mean.
What got you like?
I don't know. I don't think it was like one instance. I think like in 2013 I went vegetarian, and then I don't like, that was a long time. I don't remember when.
2013?
That was when I went vegetarian, and then I was vegetarian for, you know, maybe 2 years.
Dude.
And then 3 years, 2.5.
Wow.
And then in 2016 I like stopped, and I started doing like a version of like the paleo diet or something like that, and I was just like, and that made me feel like shit. So like summer, maybe September 2016, since then I've been like pretty much vegan. Recently I've been like a lot more lax with like eating dairy
kosher
and eggs, but in general, like I definitely don't eat meat, and I usually don't eat like dairy and eggs.
Bro, I tried going. I love salads, bro. I love eating fruit and vegetables, like as like snacks, like, you know what I mean. And I tried doing it for like a couple days, and bro, I like almost like I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
You just gotta find what you like and stuff. I like am fortunate to like really like a lot of things, and not be super picky with like flavors and what I eat. Like I think everything.
I'm not picky. It's just more so like I did not feel sustained.
Okay, yeah, you just gotta figure out like what sustains you.
Yeah,
like,
bro, I didn't really like give it a good try with the mixing up of like, or like tracking my nutrients, you know.
Yeah.
But I was eating salads, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's
different types of salads, like nuts, fruit, honey.
I definitely don't eat salads all the time. Like
I love salad, bro.
Yeah, like same, but like.
If I could, I would.
I generally I cook most of my food, so therefore I do not eat a lot of salads.
Vegetable frittatas.
Like today for dinner, I basically like, you know those rice cookers that have like the steamer on top? Yeah, so I like, you know, cook rice, and then I steamed like a bunch of kale. And like seasoned it and put like a bunch of garlic in it and stuff, and it tastes good, you know what I mean. Like I generally would stir fry or like saute the garlic and kale, but like I was just like, oh, I could just put it in this one thing and then like go do something else. But yeah, like,
dude, did you ever
Oh, I love garlic a lot, so it's just always
I was gonna say, have you ever cooked like meat for yourself before you went vegetarian?
No,
or no?
I've literally never cooked meat before.
Damn.
Literally never.
That's
I've cooked
crazy.
eggs. I've cooked
Not even like
eggs
on a barbecue
before.
or
No,
something?
never.
Wow. You're a good man.
Oh, I mean, okay, I've cooked Korean barbecue, which is kind of, but like I didn't like. I've definitely never bought meat for myself. I've definitely like.
You bought meat at Korean barbecue.
Like I've never
yourself.
gone to the store and picked it out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You picked it up from the menu.
Yeah, they like brought it to me.
Yeah.
Seasoned. So, but yeah, that was back in the day. But yeah, you know, I definitely don't be eating meat.
That's insane, man. I am so like I'm a carnivore. I'd say more than like an omnivore. No, I eat a balanced diet. Like I eat more vegetables than I do meat, red meat and shit. You know. But
You're definitely not a carnivore then.
yeah, but I love meat.
Yeah.
In my mouth.
Yeah. It tastes good. No, I mean like I'm not like like it tastes cool. Like it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this. Oh, it's like disgusting. No, like, I mean.
Dude, diets. I don't even like the word diet. Have you seen the David Letterman interview with Kanye West?
No.
He says he doesn't call them diets. He calls them livets.
Okay, it's just a way.
Because we're living off of that the food we eat. You know, we're not dying.
Yeah.
So like I feel you're living, bro, and I'm dying.
I guess you can just not. I mean, the less meat you eat, the better. You
No.
know, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
I know. But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know,
You know that's like that logic is so flawed though.
Why?
Because like, okay, have you ever seen The Sopranos?
No.
Okay, never mind. So, people, like, okay, if by that logic you're eating meat and like you have like a good time and like you die, but while that I guess is the case, you don't necessarily just like die. Like you like just with like
Reincarnate into Krishna's body.
you basically like live for the same amount of time as say a vegan or maybe less, but like you have like health implications.
I know. I'm
and it,
here
like,
for a
sucks.
good time, not a long time.
But like when the health implications happen, you don't just like off yourself.
But it's because no, but I'm okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like my point is that you don't just the time doesn't
Bro,
just
I
end.
did that to myself because I'm having a good time and I'm not gonna regret it, bro.
No, but
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
But
you know,
the thing though is that at some point the time gets bad and it's around the same amount of time. So I was just saying.
Okay. So let's dissect this. This is let's dissect this, Brandon. I am here, present, for a, not the number four, FOR, the word, English.
The preposition.
The preposition.
It's not a preposition.
It's not a preposition, it's a conjunction.
Yeah.
It's not a conjunction, I got you, bitch.
What
We get the
horns.
horns.
What particle of speech is that though? Because like.
It's nothing, bro. You know what it is?
Because every
You know what
other
it is?
word in that.
You know what it is?
No, I don't. I'm asking you. I guess it's a counter.
You just said you don't know what it is.
I said I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing that it's a counter. Like I don't know if that's not like I'm pretty sure that's not.
The only reason why I did that is because I wanted to have time to think about what we were just talking about, but I forgot.
Okay, yeah, but you were talking about how you want to be here for a good time.
Oh yeah. So present here for a whatever word it belongs to in the grammatical rules of English. One. Good. Bueno. Like good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Time.
Yeah.
And man-made construct of how we progress through the space-time continuum. So, in the present, I'm here to have. I'm in the present. I'm having a good time, no matter where I'm at in the space-time continuum. In the present, I'm having a good time, no matter where I'm at in the space-time continuum. That's what he says.
Who's he? You?
Drake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who else, Brandon?
Because you said you're just like okay.
I
I'm gonna say
dissected
that.
it.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't.
Genius, bro. You know Genius?
Yeah, I don't like
This
them.
is Channel Genius, bro.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you broke it down, I guess.
Destructured that lyric, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Destruction. Construction. Deconstruction. I deconstructed that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say? Destructed? Destructured?
Destructured. Yeah.
I deconstructed that.
Yeah.
That phrase that Drake said. So, anyway, Brandon, let's get to a real topic that I wanted to bring up. Did I mention it to you already? I didn't talk to you about this topic, right?
I don't know because you haven't told me what topic you're about to talk about.
Yeah, so okay, why don't you just say that?
Then no, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Question was fucking simple, bro.
All right, yeah.
Anyway,
I gotta pee, bro.
dude, minimum wage,
Yes.
how it got raised up to $15 for these Krabby Patty flippers.
Not just Krabby Patty flippers.
No, I know. That's just, I'm not gonna like derogatory. That's a happy phrase. Krabby Patties sell.
But like,
Mr. Krabs might not pay them enough, so that's why they got a raise, right? It's a good analogy, bro.
Is it just is it just for like fast food workers?
No, in minimum wage. Just
Oh,
in
okay.
general.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, wait, isn't it for more people than just? That's why I like.
No,
Like,
I know.
you know what I mean?
I
though?
know, dude.
Okay.
You just, I'm an asshole. You just say it, bro.
Low-key.
So anyway, I'm gonna fucking say this.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
No, real quick.
Yeah. I'm going to use the bathroom after you answer this question, though.
Yeah, I said no, real quick.
Yeah?
No, go ahead, bro.
For sure. No, yeah,
Don't take your glasses off, though. Like, wash your face with them on. Someone substitute. It's fine. Hop in, bro. Or Zay, you wanna hop in? Or Ali, you wanna hop in? No. There's sunglasses on the right. So you can still, yep. Thanks for stopping by, bro. He's been a part of the audience this whole time, but since Brandon's going to the restroom, we'll utilize his time right now. How you doing, sir? Welcome back. Round 2, bro.
Hey, man, I'm good.
You know, our episode's the highest played episode.
Word.
Or the most played episode.
Well, elevator music is out now, so you know what I'm saying. We do this thing, man.
Keep it rolling, bro. Let them know what's going on in your life.
Man, we making more music. Just got off the What's the Wi-Fi tour. You know what I'm saying? Me and Brandon working on me and my boy Wolfstone working on some more music. Got some interesting stuff coming for y'all soon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy!
From us in international waters, we going crazy right now, man. But you know, so I had to come support my producer. You feel me? Had to come support my man.
He's a good guy, bro. He's a
Yeah.
good guy. That's why I brought him on for a solo interview rather than Con Ugo. And he's back.
Oh, well, don't tell him that I was talking bad about him.
Yeah, no, he won't even know.
Yes,
dude,
sir.
God bless your soul. Let him know your Instagram real quick.
Hey, Steph Loke, STEFLOKE. You feel me? Elevator music
Isn't there
out
an
everywhere.
underscore?
It don't matter. Just put in Steph Loke and you'll find me. You know what I'm saying? The Do-Rag Bandit. You dig? Elevator music out everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shit, I'm gonna go smoke in the back. Hey, yo, see? Commercial over. Commercial break is ended. Brought to you by
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. So, what's your question?
I'm asking you how you feel about it being raised to $15.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's a good thing that it was raised because people should get paid more and stuff. Like specifically, I feel like the main argument is like, oh, like if we pay people more, then the price of things are gonna go up, or like companies are gonna have to fire people or whatever. But it's not really the case because companies are making profit off of these workers, and like literally like the reason why like the company owners are making money is because they're stealing the value of the work from the people.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
Is that Karl Marx?
Yeah.
No, I read that recently. I came across a very detailed
Of surplus value.
yeah,
Yeah, surplus value is crazy.
like the money that is being made off of workers type shit,
yeah, like because
especially over time.
yeah, the idea of surplus value is like very like not a big thing, but you know a lot of people like think like, oh, you know, I don't even know what they think, but yeah, the idea of surplus value is like very straightforward and it like makes sense because that's like how profit works. Because it's like profit is like, you know, you making money off like extra money off of like labor or like production and stuff, and it's like that money was created by a worker and like they only got paid for like less than that, so it's like whatever. So yeah, that's it.
But I mean, dude, the inflation part is real as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, but
there's no like it's okay. And the thing that other people kind of miss, like, I like you made great points, by the way. Let me get closer. Stop moving this around. I know Ali hates that I move the mic around a lot, and it's not good mic etiquette, so I apologize to all the sound engineers out there, especially Ali. So, they're getting a raise,
yes,
right?
yes,
But we're not. So when the cost of shit goes up, because some employers, especially the bigger corporations, they charge the customer for that increase rather than, you know, making a cut from their profits, because everyone has their own bankroll, bro. They worked hard for that shit. They're not gonna like deduct your salary just because they're giving minimum wage out to at a higher rate, you know. So none of us are getting a raise, or people who aren't getting paid minimum wage don't get a raise. And then, bro, it's like we're paying that deficit, in essence.
yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So I mean, I honestly don't know.
I'm all for people who like, bro. I'm all for. Because look, here's the other problem though. Because like, even the people who aren't making minimum wage, bro, like no one right now can afford a fucking apartment, like to live in, to rent. Something basic, even a studio fucking apartment, bro. You have to go like all the way out to the boonies to afford some good shit, and that's like far as fuck from everything. You know what I mean? So your commute's gonna be like 100 miles 2 ways or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's levels to this shit, but I definitely think that like this whole minimum wage shit is just another way for them to make people think that they're getting more, but like at the end of the day, like inflation is just gonna bring that other side of the pendulum up to keep it fucking, you know, in the profit zone for the people up top.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably true, but I don't know because like I feel like there's no reason to say no to the minimum wage raising and like not know that it happens, because it probably like, yeah, I mean it will kind of correct, but like I don't know if it will happen to the rate of where it will cancel it out, because I honestly like don't think it will. But at the same time, I don't think that that's a good enough reason to say, hey, like these people that are making like, you know, $12-13 an hour, like there's no reason why we shouldn't like, you know, force these companies to pay them $15 an hour because they can. So obviously it's not a solution to a problem. So like, you know, the solution is like literally like we need, you know, to like make these billionaires and CEOs tax more. We should like not have CEOs, you know what I mean? Like people should, you know, not have that kind of money and not have that kind of like, you know, power to oppress laborers and like, you know, producers like that. But I feel like with it, like short of that, you know, if that's a thing that's on the table, I feel like I would be for it, or, you know, advocate for that.
It's just for me, I want everyone to be able to live life with a roof over their head, clean water, and like generally easy access to sustenance.
Do you think those are human rights?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
100% human right for every single human being.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, depending if it's like a criminal, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true?
I think that if you've committed a crime, you should.
Okay, I mean, I'm talking like not like, yeah, he stole a lollipop. Don't fucking feed him. Like, no, you know, it's like the pedophiles or like the rapists or the murderers and shit. Like, bro, fuck them.
I don't think that they should be. I don't think that they don't deserve a right to like not live. Like they should definitely like, you know.
You think so? You're against like the death penalty and shit like that?
Yeah, I don't think anyone has a right to say that anybody else like needs to die. I don't think that that's like no one's right. I don't think that's like, you know, the state's you know.
What's like your what's your method? What's your prescription for like let's say a guy who like raped and murdered two minors?
I don't know. I honestly like I couldn't tell you what the best thing is. I think that just like a way
Like
of,
if not death penalty, then like what would you?
you know, just some sort of like, you know, positive like rehabilitation, and like, you know, definitely like if they can't like, you know, fit in society, then like, you know, a way to like help them do that, or, you know, like give them like the tools they need to like, you know, be in the state where they like would not like surely not do that.
But let it out. Burp it out, bro. What was that, gas?
I kind of did.
Heartburn.